My name is Brian Soukup, and in November of 2014, I was elected to serve as the City Commissioner of District 5 in the city of Deltona. But today I come to share a message with everyone. It is with great sadness and disappointment, but also with compelling conviction, that I have resigned from the City Commission of Deltona, effective immediately. I'm resigning not because of health reasons or work responsibilities, or to spend more time with my family, although I look forward to that. I'm resigning on principle and the compelling conviction of my personal and professional value system. I was elected to serve in the public interest of Deltona citizens and to represent the citizens of District 5 in an ethical, honest, and inclusive way. My passion for public service is the same as it was when I first was an athletic director and coach. To engage and inspire people to participate in making their community the best it could be, and to empower them to be the best citizens they can be. The recent actions of this commission, as well as the continued unprofessional actions of the city manager, Jane Shang, have alienated the people of my district, disenfranchised the citizens of this community, and rendered me, an elected official, unable to fulfill my responsibilities to the people that elected me. I first would like to thank everyone that helped me get elected. Those of you who walked the streets, got signatures, held signs, donated, helped raise money. Thank you for all your support and the belief you had in me. Second of all, I'd like to thank all the people who came out to the polls on that day. Those of you who filed absentee ballots and believed in me. I would like to say thank you to you guys. Last, I would thank the employees of this city, for without you, nothing in the city gets done. I know you guys don't get the full respect you deserve, but from now being on the inside, I see how much you guys do and what you put up with, and I thank you for your hard work. When I first ran, I decided I would run on 3 principles. As a 30-year resident of this city, I wanted to give the residents something they could be proud of, so I ran on beautifying the city. I wanted people, when they came home from work, to be proud of where they live. The reputation of our city is not the greatest around Central Florida, and we all know that. But those who live here know and understand how great the community is and can be. I also ran on the fact that although Deltona is the largest city in the county, we are far from being a community. We are full of people in this city from all walks of life. It is a melting pot of religions, it's a melting pot of races, and complete income levels. And that's what makes Deltona so special. But I wanted to bring everyone together moving forward. Last, and the most important reason why I ran, is because this city has 25,000 kids under the age of 18. There's very little for these kids to go, very little for these kids to do. At the time where I ran, we were only graduating 65% of these kids. 65%. If we don't start pouring into the youth of this city, they are the future. And it must be a focus area. But I've run into some problems. I've spent 2.5 years, almost 3 years, trying to fight for these causes, trying to be the voice of the people. But I have been unable to. When I first got elected, I spent 8 months just believing everything that was going on, trusting everything that was said, without realizing the entire time I wasn't being told the whole truth. So after hours of reading through public records, after spending hours and days looking into topics, I started running into walls. Walls where I wasn't able to get the information I needed. I was rebuked because I was even looking for the information. Now, this commission, this mayor, this city manager, this city attorney, have taken it upon themselves to regulate what I can and cannot do. If I would like to put something on the agenda to represent the people in my district, I must have a majority vote. If I want to look into stuff that's going on in this community and request public records, I must now pay for those out of my own pocket. These things are rendering me incapable of doing my job. Now I know that there's going to be people that say you're quitting, that you're bailing on the city of Deltona. And I want to let you guys know that I'm not bailing. I'm not quitting on Deltona. I'm simply changing my fields. To use an analogy of a farmer, once you use the soil and you grow corn, it sucks the nutrients out of that soil and you must change it to beans. It's time for me to change my fields. I'm not being effective using the current fields, the platform of being a commissioner. I believe I can be more effective as an advocate off of the dais, where I'm not regulated and monitored. But it always comes to the people of Deltona. See, a lot of people put their faith and trust in a commissioner, when ultimately it's not the commission that gets the stuff done around here. It's you, it's the people. And until this city decides to rise up, and when you vote for somebody, realize that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning of your responsibilities. If you go to that poll and you vote for that person, it is now your responsibility to hold that person accountable for the entire 4 years. What's happening now, not just in Deltona, not just in Volusia County, is politicians are having nobody hold them accountable. So what happens is you lose track of what you're actually here for. You lose track that you're here to make this community a better place. I would also like to challenge the mayor and the remaining commissioners to look inside themselves and ask the question, why did you run? I know it's easy once you get into office to lose touch with the community who put you in there. I am aware of everything that's thrown at you. I understand how hard the job is. But I would ask you to soul search and ask yourself, are you representing the people of Deltona? Are you doing everything in the best interest of the residents? I also would like to thank all the residents who have got involved in the past 2 years. There are some of you that have gone above and beyond, trying to uncover and stop what has been going on in the city for years. Thank you. Your endless time, your resources that you poured into it, the time away from your family, this city and community thanks you. I would also challenge you not to stop doing what you're doing, to continue the fight. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Continue the fight. This city has an unbelievable amount of potential. But we all know potential doesn't get you anywhere. It's time for the people of Deltona to stand up. It's time for the people of Deltona to say, this will not be tolerated anymore. It's time to get involved. On any given Monday, on our regular commission meetings, you'll have anywhere between 1 and 10 people. Get involved. Stay involved. In closing, I can no longer be part of an elected body that in principle and in practice continues to create and operate a culture of injustice, oppression, unethical and possibly illegal practices. It is a culture that absolutely refuses to respect and serve in the best interest of its own residents. And worse, it is a culture that willingly condones and covers up unethical practices. It is clear that Deltona is being run by special interests and highly paid consultants, concerned only with lining their own pockets. I will not stand by and be complicit in that. I will continue to be committed to the betterment of this community, and especially to the 25,000 kids that live here who so desperately need strong role models and community leaders that possess integrity and character. I will continue to fight for vocational education. I will continue to fight for extracurricular activities to keep these kids active and off the streets. I will continue to fight with the City Commission, with the County Council, to make sure these things happen. But I can no longer sit by and watch what's going on. I would like to thank everyone again for their time and the belief that they had in me at the start. Thank you very much.